Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live for the returning GyalDem City podcast meets the ManDem United podcast, the Manchester City slash Manchester United show, hosted by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, aka Man of the People, and well, not returning, but returning to this show as well. One of the OGs of Sarcasm City, one of the original co-hosts on the channel, and this is the first crossover show ever, actually. Yan City is in the building. What are you telling me, Yan? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm all blessed. You know what I'm saying? Don't blow us away with all that energy. You know what I'm saying? And that. But yes, I'm blessed. What's going on? Are you good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. See that? The Yan be taking liberties before the show, full of enough energy, full of beans. Bare beans, and then we get on there. She tries to act all quiet and shy. But yeah, people, we're here. GyalDem City meets the ManDem United podcast is back. You will get this fortnightly, people, on Thursdays, the fortnightly show where Yan City and myself talk both Manchester clubs. Please make sure whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back, hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Share this across all of the socials as well, and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. Road to 5K subscribers, people. Road to 5K subscribers. And the link is in the pinned comment for the membership as well. So let's get up to double figure likes. Let's start there. Let's move this up to double figure likes, people. But obviously, great show to come back to. Manchester Derby. I'm saying Manchester Derby. Both teams winning games as well. Both teams high up in the table. Both teams fans full of confidence as well. But we'll go to you, Yan. Thoughts on, yeah, we'll start there. Actually, now we won't start there. Actually, you know where we'll start? City season so far. Give us like a quick, quick recap, but give us a recap of City season so far. Your thoughts and how it's going. The pros, the cons, all of that.
I don't know. It's been a bit of a rocky season for us. We usually start slow. We don't usually win like a bunch of games in the first sort of quarter of the season. We tend to drop points and everyone gets excited and then we go on a run. However, we've not done that this season. There's not been a lot of consistency. Even when we win a game, the next game we don't always look half as good. I think it's partly to do with us not replacing the players that we got rid of. And I think it's also to do with Pep swapping and changing it so much. I was saying earlier that we've kind of had so many different back fours. Normally it's like a Diaz and Laporte or a Diaz and Stones, and that's the only thing that changes. But this season it's kind of been game to game or even half to half. We've got completely different centre backs. We've got people playing at centre back that are not centre backs. We've got all sorts going on. So yeah, it's just been a little bit inconsistent, but I'm not really surprised based on what's happened. But yeah, as well, another thing, and this is what I actually said before the season started. I said the only thing that I worry about with Man City is our best period is usually around Christmas, and that was the World Cup. So it's kind of like when we normally find our form and go on our big runs that win us the league, we haven't really, it was disrupted. And then now we've come back, we just don't look where we need to be yet. I think City are far off our best, put it that way.
Okay.
So we will see.
All right, we'll see. So are you confident for the rest of the season?
Do you know what? It's very interesting because a lot of people are like acting like we're in March, April, like we're not even halfway through yet. This is typically sort of your December of a normal season. Yeah. And usually in December, no one's too worried about where they are. But now everyone is like, if you lose a game, you're going to lose the league. No, you can literally, even if you think about last season, and it's like there was a time where it was like, oh, City have won the league, it's done. And then City dropped some points, and then it was like, oh, Liverpool have a chance. And then it ended up being quite a tight race in the end. So I couldn't really get upset at losing a game this early on in the season. I don't think it's going to matter in the grand scheme of things. I think usually, like my dad was saying the other day, he's like, why is the second derby so early? Normally one derby's in November and the other one's in April. Like that's just the way it's been. But yeah, to have two derbies sort of, because this is going to be the 19th game, isn't it? So is it the 18th?
I think so. Let us know in the chat, people. Let us know.
Yeah,
Carry on.
For the 19th. So 19 is halfway through the season. So it's just, if we have the same sort of season going forward, the same half as we've had, we won't win the league. But if City step it up, then we've got every chance. So yeah, I think it's a little bit early to kind of, for what people are saying, like if we lose, it means we've got no chance. I don't agree with that at all, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm in the same with that. I think people put way too much bearing on a game that obviously is big for bragging rights, like during that week. Well, that's all it is. I don't think it's title deciding. Like you said, this ain't April or May. If this game's in April or May and there's 4 or 5 games left after this, different conversation. Considering we're halfway through the season, it's the 18th game for both of us. There's so much football to be played. There's so many points to be to be won and lost as well. But again, you lot, make sure you keep all your questions Manchester City or Manchester United related. You may have a question about both clubs. It may be one, it may be the other. You may have a Manchester City question for me. You may have a Manchester United question for Yan City. That's absolutely fine. But get your questions in, people, as well, and we'll get to it. Manchester Derby, obviously great show. This is on accident. I didn't even plan to bring this show back around the Manchester Derby. And then when I was looking at the dates, I was like, oh, the Manchester Derby's around the corner. All right, this works out. So we'll go there again. What's your thoughts going into the Manchester Derby? Is this the least confident because you're normally skeptical anyway. When we've been terrible under Ollie, you've been skeptical. You laughing. When we've been terrible under Ollie, and I've been like, there's no way we win this game. You've been slightly nervous because it's a derby and all those things. And then more often than not, you lot have won. Considering the way we're playing, and this is the best we've been in years, are you more concerned? Or does it fill you with more confidence?
I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one with the derby because, like, I've seen over the years us be absolutely shit and Man United being, on the way to a fucking three-peat. And we've gone to Old Trafford and beat you. And then there's been seasons where City have been clear of Man United and we've gone to Old Trafford and you beat us, or you beat us at home. It tends to be at home more that you beat us than away. So I don't know. I think Derby, like, when they say form goes out the window, I think that's actually true for Manchester Derbies because we've seen it so many times. And I think if that is the case, that benefits City more because you're in much better form than us right now. So that benefits us more if it does. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird because the first game, I thought we'd beat Man United at home.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was going to be as one-sided as it was. I thought it was going to be like a close game. City would edge it. And the first half, to be honest, it should have been way worse than it was. I think Pep was showing some mercy because remember, we didn't have a DM because Rodri was injured. So we played Gundogan at DM and then he took Gundogan off. And when he took Gundogan off, we just fell apart in the second half. We weren't, the second half of the second half. Because up to about 60 minutes, we were fine. But yeah, it just, if Pep didn't do that, I think that game is a much worse scoreline for Man United. So
thank God it wasn't.
If we go in with that same sort of performance, then I would expect us to win. But it's just the way we've been playing. We've been so inconsistent. Like even our best players that are normally the ones that are in form are not in form. Like Gundogan's not been at his best. True. Bernardo Silva's been pretty bad this season. De Bruyne's not been De Bruyne that we know. Just everyone. I don't think there's any player apart from Haaland who's doing what he's there to do and scoring. But even him, I think he can even improve. So the whole team can do better. So we'll have to see. I honestly, until I see the lineup, I'm not going to know how we're going to play because it's Pep keeps making
He changed
things.
it. We've seen it against Southampton. He switched it up as well
Yeah.
and things of that nature. Yeah. We have seen that. We have.
Yeah, Mahrez
seen that.
actually is one of the only players that's actually informed, to be fair. And he's
a
the
concern.
only player, well, he's the only main player that didn't feature in that shit show against Southampton. So, yeah,
It's a great game. So glad you lot went out. So glad you lot went out. So
to be honest, if you told me at the start of, like, if you said to me, you've got the games coming up, which game do you want to lose? That is actually the best game to lose. So if we go on a winning run now, it's fine. If we don't, then that's when you look at that game and think we should have probably won that game. But I think if we have to pick between winning the derby or winning that, then I'd pick the derby all day long. But we have to then go and win it. So we will see.
And hopefully you don't. We will see. Again, you lot bump up the likes. There's just under 30 of you lot locked in. Are we even at double figures yet? Mods, let me know. Let's bump up them likes. We're on like watch people.
What do you think about this derby? Because you've won 9 games in a row since your boy Ronaldo left.
Have we won 9 games in a row?
9 league games apparently since Ronaldo left, that 3-1 or whatever it was.
So I was right about Cristiano Ronaldo the whole time, but no one wants to apologize. So we'll get to that because that's the same guy.
People said online. Don't worry, I don't follow United like that.
That's the same guy that people argued me down in the chat, not on this show, but on this very platform on ManDem United. Said should be leading the line. He's the guy to take us to Premier League titles. He's the guy to take us to Champions League titles, and he's moved on and he's playing his football in Saudi Arabia. But that's a whole different conversation, people. Whole different conversation. Say that again? Sure, man. As I was saying, I heard what you said. That's why I told you to show up. You know what I'm saying? And but how are my feelings on the derby is, even though we are the form team, I think we won 15 out of our last 18 games. We was in good form going into the away game, the previous derby, even though there was a break, that didn't help. And I'm not losing sight of the fact that Manchester City are Manchester City. Like, I'm not like, yes, your players haven't been informed. And I was saying this, as much as it pains me to admit it, Arsenal have been great, which they have. Arsenal have been fantastic.
Yeah.
And according to people, City have been poor. They're not good. Haaland's made you worse, which I disagree with, which we'll get into and all of that stuff. And I look at it and I go, City are 5 points off them. So if City have been this bad as some people are making out, and Arsenal have been this great, and there's only 5 points, what happens if City become average? Or City get to a good standard or a great standard if it's only 5 points? And I'm that's the facts of the matter, and I'm fully aware.
That's what I've been saying. If City actually get to our normal standard, I think we win the league.
Yeah,
that's why, so because we haven't been anywhere near our best. Still in a title race right now, and even if we lose to Man United, we're still in a title race. So it doesn't really, as long as we don't go and lose our 2 games to Spurs and then the game to Arsenal, and obviously if we do all of that, then we'd be quite far off. But if we win the games that are in front of us, the next few games, we're still in the title race. But I think, I think City will get it together at some point. We usually do. And then we'll just have to see. But I don't think we've not been terrible all season. We started the season, right? And then we had a good period. That time around where we played you guys, we were actually doing well. But then we just dropped off a little bit. So, I don't know.
On it. Like I said, we're the informed team. I'm not confident going into the game. Yes, I have no reason to not be confident. We're the informed team in the league. Defensively, we've been good. Offensively, Rashford's on form. We have the players to beat you. The thing is that our City the better team. Yes, still City are a better side than Manchester United. I'm not going to sit here and lie. You have the X factor in Haaland. You have Haaland. You have De Bruyne. You have Foden. You have Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, Grealish. I'm probably missing out some Cancelo, even though he's not been in good form. Chances are somebody could get you at some point. If 2 or 3 of those players are 8, 9, 10 out of 10, if any of them, it could be a long day. But what I'm interested to see is, because this is Ten Hag's first Manchester derby at Old Trafford, how does he approach it? Do we approach it how we approach Arsenal, give you the ball and hit you on the counter-attack? Or do we go, City haven't been in the best form, they've not been the best defensively, all right, let's try and dominate the ball and go toe-to-toe with him? I don't know how he's going to approach it. If I was guessing, which I'm just guessing, I think it would be the latter. And I think it's easier to predict our lineup than it is your lineup. But I think that because that's been a lot of the conversation I've been having on here is, oh, should Fred play? Oh yeah, you was there yesterday on the Q&A. Should Fred play? Should Fred play? And I'm like, if Fred plays, cool, I have no issue with that. But Fred shouldn't play over Eriksen. If he takes Anthony out, plays Bruno from the right, and the midfield trio is Casemiro, Eriksen, and Fred, I'm cool with that. But I'm not trying to see Eriksen on the bench at all in this game. Someone got to progress the ball against you lot, because the weakest part of your team is defensively. That's the weak point in Manchester City's team. Easily. Your midfield, and even though it's not been performing at a high level, your midfield and attack is better than your defense. So I look at City's team and go, where's the weakness? And I go, it's defensively. So get at them defensively. Cancelo's better going forward than he is defensively, even though he's not been good. You mentioned it already about your centre-back pairings changing. And I've said already about City, your lack of P&P out wide is also what's hurting you. Exactly what's hurting you, because there's no Sterling, there's no Jesus, who I forgot about till someone mentioned yesterday. I was like, Jesus, serious? I forgot he had left.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, with a lot of people are saying about City, and it's like, I don't mind if you want to sell a player, because obviously players have their time where it comes to an end at your club. Sterling was here a very long time. I think the problem with Sterling is he's one of them players where some people take it too far. So if he has a bit of a bad game, it's like, oh, he's the worst player ever. Get him out the club, And then if he has like a good game, people probably go the opposite way. Oh, he has to play every minute. So he's one of them players. He's a bit like Marmite. You either love him or hate him. Yeah. And I think it got to a point where it was like, at this point, it's probably his time to leave. But at the same time, that's fine. He can leave, but you have to replace him. You do not have a player like Sterling and then get rid of him and then just think, oh, we'll be fine. It just, to me, that's how we play. The wings are one of the most important parts of our game, and we just completely take it out. You can see how narrow we are when we play. You can see it. And you can see that De Bruyne is everyone's trying to cut in, and there's not as much space. And it's just like, most of our success at the moment is where De Bruyne puts a ball through onto like a player like Alvarez who's out wide, or like a Haaland who manages to get it. So I think we just need the width, and we just don't have it as much, because Grealish is not.
He's not a wide player like that. He's not a touchline winger.
He's not one of them that can even like counter attack. He's not that guy really. Mahrez, he's not the fastest, and he's older now. So it's just, it's a bit of a tricky one. And then like Joseph's saying, Foden's all right, but I feel like he's not getting the run of games that he would normally get. So he will like play on the wing 1 week, and then he's dropped for 2 weeks, and then he'll come back, and then he'll play in the midfield, and then he doesn't play the next 2 games. Then he'll come and play again. And I think if Pep wants to go with Foden, he needs to start Foden consistently over a number of weeks. I expect Foden to be up for the derby though, because he's one of them. I expect him to be up for it. So whether he's in form or not, I would still play him on Saturday. But I think Pep just needs to work it out, because a lot of the fans and Pep are like this at the moment, because we're saying one thing and Pep's going, no, gonna do it differently. And it's like, but Pep, none of it's working. So just go with what the fans want, and then you can blame the fans.
This guy, that's not the way to go in it. That isn't the way to go in it. Shout out to Eddie as well, who says, shout out Yan City, let me apologize for what's going to happen on Saturday. He confident. I'm not that confident. I'm confident, but I'm not confident to be puffing out my chest and saying things. I'm not with that. Let me run through some of the comments. Again, you lot get your questions in as well. Mo says, Saeed giving it the chest on the big 6. I hope you don't get clipped. That's why I've not been. Well, that's no surprise. I know what Saeed's like. Shout out to Saeed. I know exactly what it's like. We do the Unfiltered podcast every Sunday on his channel. I know what Saeed's like. I know he's going to be on smoke, because we're playing well. We're the informed team. I'm saying defensively good. The midfield's cooking. Rashford's cooking as well. We could have Weghorst, who could play a pivotal role in this game as well. But I'm not going to sit here and go, we're going to beat Manchester City 100%. I'm not saying that. Secondly, we are not in a title race.
Say it with chest.
No, 'cause I don't believe it. I'd be lying if you're telling me to lie to the people. Huh? You just want me to lie. No, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say it with chest. No, I'm not going to say, can we beat Manchester City? Yes. Will we? Different conversation. And let me put it out there. And this is just me talking. Do I believe Manchester United in a title race? No. Even if we win this game, we are not in a title race. Even if we beat Manchester City, are we good enough to win the league title? No. Our squad is too thin. However, we do win a trophy this season. And I stand by that. And that should be the objective.
I think the thing is with a league title, which a lot of people are also getting a bit confused, like it's not just about, like, you could go and beat City, beat Arsenal, go top of the league.
Yeah.
And then you draw the next game and Arsenal win. Then Arsenal go back top. Like, it's not that simple as you overtake Arsenal and the league's done. Do you know what I mean? The only reason why people are saying Man City can win the league, a lot of, you know, neutrals or whatever saying Man City can win the league, is because Man City have been there, done that, got the t-shirt. If City hadn't won the league from being behind, I wouldn't be saying we're going to win the league now. It's only because I've seen my team where you really think it's done, and they've come back and they've gone on a winning run, and they've done it. And also the fact that we have to play Arsenal twice. If we didn't have to play Arsenal twice, it changes things. But you go and win them 2 games, and all of a sudden you're top. So it's just one of them things. I think.
To cut you off, you've seen the comments. Can't we just end the dead spot? Hey, Lewis, if you really, really want, because of the love I have for you as my brother, Jan's got love for you as well. We will change this to GyalDem City meets ManDem United meets Ballers at the Bridge right now. In it, I will send you the link and you can jump on. And we can switch this up. You know what I'm saying? And I'll literally do the thumbnail and switch it up. And we can do GyalDem City meets ManDem United meets Ballers at the Bridge. Lewis, you just let me know, my brother. You know what I'm saying? And you just let me know.
When do you play Chelsea?
Not till it's late now. It's late. I think is it April? I think it's April.
Let me check Chelsea.
Yeah, double check that.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah. And big up to Eddie, who says, let me do it for you, flawless. Sete taking the L, he says. If man said yes, send that over. I've got you, Lewis, 2-2s. No, I like that. You know, I like the Manc accent. I'm Manc born and bred just like you. You know what I'm saying? I use it all the time. Stay. You know what I'm saying? That's great. Stay. You know what I'm saying? Like we just signed Veghorst. I'm calling him Veg.
Yeah, let me look at the Chelsea fixtures.
Yeah, you look at the Chelsea fixtures. See, people, that's how this show goes. Yeah, Lewis, I got you. I'm literally going to send it over to you now, my brother. Give me a sec.
Oh my God, I'm actually dying inside. Oh, they play Liverpool soon.
Yeah. That's going to be a
Ryan on and had a double thing.
No.
Okay, what's it called? Yeah, it's a while away, but look at it. Okay, so they play you on the 22nd of April.
Yeah, I thought it was April.
And then they play us on the 20th of May. So the game before the last game of the season. And their last game of the season is Chelsea-Newcastle. So if they do redeem themselves, that could be a big game, you know?
No, absolutely, it could be. Absolutely.
Arsenal-Chelsea on the 29th of April. Oh, their April's quite hard. They've got you away.
Yeah.
Wait, no. They've got Aston Villa at home, then they've got Wolves away, then they've got Brighton at home, then they've got you guys away, then they've got Brentford at home, then Arsenal away, Bournemouth away, Nottingham Forest at home, City away, and then Newcastle at home. And bear in mind, if they get past Dortmund, they're going to have Champions League games as well.
Yeah, you know they ain't getting past Dortmund. Come on. Did you see them today? Have you watched Chelsea? Have you watched?
Yeah, but the last time they were like this, they went and won the Champions League.
Yeah. That was with Tuchel. They got Graham Potter in charge. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine if Graham Potter wins the Champions League.
Scrap the competition, innit? If they win it with Havertz and Mart again, scrap the competition. We just got to end football, innit?
He's going to lose all its value.
Yeah. The value's lost in that. You know what I'm saying? That's like somebody giving Ryan, like, you know what I'm saying, the keys to a Mercedes or something. He loses his value. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you put the key in his clown's hand. He says, we won a league in 1920 with a small squad. Look at the difference in levels from Manchester United and Liverpool. Look at that Liverpool team.
You know what? It's not even about that. I think what it was that season, Liverpool were very lucky to keep their team fit because you had the odd injury, but that was mainly the same starting 11 week in, week out. That not many teams have that. Most teams, they get injuries or, you know. It's just good. You got to milk it while it's.
Yeah, but I said, why are we still talking about Chelsea when there's a Manchester derby? We're gonna get to it. But yeah, Liverpool, like our squad, even our first 11 is not good enough to win a league title. It's not. I'm sorry, it's not. Our first 11 is not good enough. And welcome to the show. Obviously, you never know what's going to happen. It is now GyalDem City meets ManDem United, meets Ballers at the Bridge. Welcome the legendary, you know what I'm saying, iconic content creator. Man like Carefree Lewis G is in the building. Yes, family, what are you telling me?
Man said Ballers at the Bridge. What ballers, bro? What are you doing? Oh, ballers at the bridge. More like bums at the bridge. More like bastards at the bridge. Fucking dickheads at the bridge. Fucking bastards couldn't even turn up for a West London derby against Fulham, bro. We go into that game looking like the underdogs and get panned for 90 minutes. Shit bastards. Every single one of them. Everyone except Silver's a dickhead.
Wow. Do you know what's so funny though? A month or two ago, I remember when Chelsea first kind of dropped into that zone that they're in. And I think Chelsea had like a game in hand, but you were behind Brentford and Fulham. And people were joking, saying Chelsea are the worst team in West London or the third best team in West London or whatever it was. And then now it's like, you actually are. But they were saying that at the time, like, as a joke.
We might be the worst team in London. Just fuck the whole West Side off in general, bro. We're just shit. Top to bottom.
Sorry, yes, Leng and Sweet. That is exactly who I want to come to the Etihad. And my sister had a call today, and it was from I don't know how to say his name, but Cheeky, however you say his name, the City guy. And I was like, I wish it was me, because I would have been like, yeah. And by the way, Rafael Leao needs to get here right now. But yeah, she didn't know it was him. She thought he was like some ex-Man City player. I was like, no. I need to speak to him. But yeah, we need him.
Leao's happily out, bro. We are starving.
Replacement.
Only one good attacker, and he got sent off in 60 minutes, and he's out for 30 days.
Oh, no.
20% of his league games are now gone. Just like that.
I saw the was it a high leg? A high foot?
Yeah, he's an idiot for that same way. But
I could see the picture, but it wasn't moving. It was just the still photo. I just saw
I think the grounds, we all knew it was a red as soon as he went in. We all knew.
Yeah. It was bad.
Just
the same. Not even appeal something like that either.
You get a ray of light in our attacking squad. Just a ray. And then what happens? The footballing gods just snipe it out. It's like, no, you will have Mount and Havertz, and you will fucking like it. You won't get anything else. They're stuck with these fucking hideous twins taking the fucking piss out of us every single game, bruv. Then you've got bozos at the back. Kepa's an idiot, by the way. This is why I don't have
Kepa's doing for the goal.
Faith in him. Fucking bozo.
You
got Chalobah fucking taking the piss for the first one. Willian! Fucking Willian scored. We all knew it was coming.
We all knew it was coming. We all knew.
It was coming.
We all knew.
Everyone said it before the game. Watch Willian.
Everyone knew. That's why I couldn't from them.
And you know what the worst part is? He did the same thing he always did at Chelsea. Just swing his leg around and cut inside. It was the most predictable shit.
No,
that happen again.
Let him go. Yeah, let him go. He's got to get this off his chest.
Sick of this fucking team, bruv. I'm one loss away from Palace away from just fucking Liverpool off. And what's even the point? Wake up at 6 a.m. to go to Anfield, that shithole, just to watch us get domed by the worst Liverpool side in 10 years. It's fucking shit, man.
Hey, we're here for you, Lewis, man. You know what I'm saying? You lot get your questions in. Any Chelsea questions, United questions, City questions, we'll get to as well. Don't worry, innit? Like, this is what happens on Sarcasm City TV. You never know when a representative from another podcast is going to drop in. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now it's triple threat, people. Where else we got? Man said this. Jan, do you think City are focusing more on winning the Champions League more than the Premier League this season? It's a good question, actually.
Do you know what? people have said that about Pep. Like the way he's setting up is like more suited to the Champions League, but I just don't think you can set up to win a cup competition. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. You have to take it game by game, put your best team out, and make minimal mistakes. That's how you win the Champions League. The problem with City is they don't make too many mistakes, but the mistakes they make are match defining. Like we don't really get, you know how some teams get lucky, like they'll make a massive mistake and the player will put it over the bar, or the goalkeeper will make some crazy save that like no one was ever expecting. We don't really have that sort of luck. If City make a mistake, it's 1-0 to the opposition. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think defensively, I don't see us winning the Champions League this year because you need to be solid at the back. And I think we're leaking more goals than we normally do. So I think the only thing that I would say is we've actually got a player in our team now that can score from half a chance, which we didn't have before. So if we can defend, if we can fix our defense and come up with a solid back four, which I don't see, but if we do that, we can win the Champions League, maybe with Haaland. But yeah, everyone's going to have to step it up. And I don't know.
And to Manjad,
I wouldn't put any money on that, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll say, I wouldn't go as far as to say that, that City are focusing more on the champs than the Premier League. I wouldn't say that. You want to win every competition you're in. And when you're a top side, they'll want to win it. Do you have a favorite? You know what I'm saying? And that, like you might have something you favor more, but like I wouldn't say City are not trying to win the Premier League. Yeah,
it's kind of like if you're a player like Chelsea players, for example,
pricks.
A lot of their team that are there at the moment.
Oh, big up Daps.
A lot of their
as well. Man made me choke on my water almost. Large up Daps who says Jan and Flawless, my original OGs. Big up to Daps. Yeah, go on, Jan. Carry on.
Yeah, big up that. But yeah, no, I think if you've got a Champions League under your belt, the next thing you want is the Prem and vice versa. So I think with our players, because they've been there, done that, they've won the Premier League now. Most of them have 2 or more. So it's like they probably are looking to the Champions League now as like, we want that. But you just can't put all your eggs in one basket. I just don't. I think it's way too risky. Even with the league, even if you say, right, we're going all in for the league, it's risky.
Did she freeze on you as well? Or was it just me?
Oh, shit. Yeah, she did freeze.
Oh, she froze. All right, that's cool. No stress. I'm saying I was waiting for you to say a joke like froze like the Chelsea defense.
Williams, bro.
There we go. I knew you was going to say something like that. Y'all be back, people. Don't worry about that. She just froze. Y'all be back. She probably just unplugged the charger or something like that. Again, continue to get your questions in. Just please keep them Manchester City, Manchester United, or Chelsea related. And how many likes we run? Mine's telling me 29 likes, and there's over 40 of you lot locked in here. So let's get to 40 likes, people. Like watch. We need to get that up to 40 likes. Go subscribe to Lewis's channel. Link is underneath in the description as well. Dap says
hit the likes, bruvs.
Last February outside Etihad before Sporting, Jan said City won't win it last season, but Liverpool will get to the final and lose. She said City would then win it this season. Mystic front row Jan be smart about a lot. That's one thing I give her credit for. You know what I'm saying? And that. And Surfer says, wait, when does this turn into a Ballers at the Bridge podcast? When Lewis came walking through the door, man, Lewis entered. That's why. So it's now Ballers.
Yeah, sorry, Andrew. I was meant to hop on casually, but went to pick up some dank. I needed it.
Yeah, so that's why it's now. It is what it is. But yeah, Jan will be back. Don't worry about it, people. Let's see what have I missed. But yeah, we'll go to this. Chris says, I got a question for Lewis. Where's the line for Potter? It's not his fault, but this is getting peak now. Where do you
just said it, bro? You just said it. It's not his fault. So there ain't no line for Potter right now. It's these players. They're all shit. Everyone except Silva stinks. Even Felix. Felix went through the whole cycle of being a Chelsea attacker in 60 minutes. Start off well, get frustrated, peter out, and then get sent off. It's just typical. And the worst part is he was like our only good attacker. Like, that's the best individual attacking performance I've seen since Hutchinson against Villa in that meaningless friendly that we still lost. That's how low the bar is. And even Felix was probably sick of the hideous twins surrounding him. But that is on Potter, by the way. How the fuck they keep frauding their way into literally every lineup loaned to Man, I won't understand. Because it just don't make sense at this point. It don't fucking make sense. That's where I'm gonna start getting at Potter. If I see those two pricks in the lineup again against Palace and we don't get 3 points, then I'm gonna start getting onto him. Because this is just pissing me off. Same bollocks in the lineup every time. Why does Oba get subbed on and off, but yet we're keeping Havertz on for a full fucking 90? And then the subs, like fucking, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Mount off and I'm going to put Gallagher on. Because that will change things. Roadrunner for even stupider Roadrunner. What the fuck is that going to do? Fucking, I'll take Lewis Hall off and I'll put Cucurella on. You know what we smart? Putting different players in the same positions and not changing up the tactics. That'll be great. And then we'll just play hoof the ball up to Havertz so his fucking kangaroo touch can send it out for a throw-in. Useless giraffe.
Oh yeah, that dribble. Was you at that side when he dribbled the ball out of play? Like when he miscontrolled it, the Havertz thing.
No, but
he was
I
laughing
saw
about
it, bro.
that. Did you see that?
This guy is... I apologize to Timo Werner. You weren't the problem, bruv. You weren't the problem. You just sugarcoated the real problem, and it's that fucking dickhead wearing the 29 shirt that constantly frauds my team every time he's on a pitch. Felix put the ball on him for a plate in the first 2 minutes, and then he just decided to tap it into a defender.
Yeah,
other than that, he's just chasing balls and losing 50-50s, and everyone say, oh, you worked hard, he did well. This is not his... I had a fan argue with me and say that Havertz isn't being played in his natural position and that he needs to be given time and patience. And then he told me I ain't a proper Chelsea fan because I cheered Jorginho coming on. Where is the logic?
Oh, good.
Where is the logic? Fucking cokeheads.
Eddie said we gotta stop disrespecting giraffes.
That's giraffes, man. They probably cover more ground in 90 minutes.
Oh my god, yo, I'm in tears, Lewis. You're great, fam. Yo, it's what you're saying that's making me laugh and the way you're delivering it, yo. Oh, Jesus.
How do I travel to this shit, bro? Why the fuck?
Yo, work related, fam. It's work hazards, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch Havertz. I deal with Ryan, innit? Same difference. You feel me? And we've all been there. Same shit. You know what I'm saying?
I do hear that.
Same difference. It is, really is. Hey, you lot, how many likes are we on? Mods, let me know. Are we at 40 likes? Yeah, let's bump up the likes. Subscribe if you're new as well. There's over 40 of you lot locked in. Me and Yam will be back. This will be a fortnightly thing, people. So you will get GyalDem City meets ManDem United, but then you may get the occasional dropping. I'm saying it may be a baller at the bridge. If Arsenal go through some shit, it may be gonna talk from the Arsenal. If it's one of the Liverpool representatives, analysis at Anfield, one of the Spurs representatives talking that Tottenham talk. You never know who's gonna drop in, people. I say this all the time. Sarcasm City TV is like a Royal Rumble. You don't know whose music's gonna hit and who's gonna come running down the ramp. Because me and Lewis legit didn't plan this. You've seen this play out, people, live. You've seen this play out. And big up to Surface says, no props, G. We're getting big views this evening. Hey, big up to Casually FC. Love that, man. Love that. 110%. Let's see. Questions. Victor says, yo, I don't like how Flawless is laughing. Yan, you've got to do your job on Saturday. Look at this guy. Why don't you like the way I'm laughing? It's funny. Yan laughing inside. She just don't want to laugh because she feels bad for Lewis. Let this be Manchester United.
I need City to win.
Why do you
This is all I've got left. It's all I've got left. If Arsenal win the league, I'm signing out.
Oh yeah, it's
I'm signing the fuck out the whole game. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm going to Wakanda if Arsenal win the league. The show's over.
I'm off to Dam and I'm leaving my phone at home. You can't contact me.
Ram says, big up to Ram says, flawless, allow Ryan, man. Nah, fuck Ryan. How about that? Legan Sweet says, flawless, Manchester City gonna beat United 5. I'm calling it 5. Aye, okay, Langan Sweet. You know what I'm saying? Paul says, are you both going to the Manchester Derby? No, I am not. It's so hard to get tickets to Big United.
Yeah,
you going?
I can't. I can't. Like, I've only been going like 19 years. I ain't getting no ticket for no derby. You have to have been going about 30 years. Or go home and away, which I never used to go home and away.
Your pop's going though.
No, my dad can't even get tickets because my dad used to only go home So he's been going since like the 60s, but then it refreshed in 2003. And then from 2003, he only ever went home, and then he'd go to like the odd away game, but you have to, at City, it's based on points. And if you go home and away, home and away, home and away, you get way more points. So there's people that have been going probably 50 years less than my dad that get tickets. So it's crazy.
So no, I won't be, but I will be watching and hoping for a Manchester United win, of course. Surfer says, I agree, Victor, it's not just the laugh, it's his face and smile too. Why are you not going at my laugh, my face and my smile?
It's just your face.
What kind of I can't help how my face looks, you know. This is just how I look, it's how I smile. I'm not putting this on. I'm not putting it on. Thunder Road here says, Jan, with KDB, Silva, and Gundogan in their early 30s, do you think Grealish's future is in midfield? It's a good question.
I think his future is on the bench. But the thing is, people always say that, but like, to be fair, Grealish is not young. He's like 27. He's not young, so he's not actually that much younger than. I don't think Bernardo Silva is much older. Let me check. Gundogan and De Bruyne are my age. Let me check how old Bernardo Silva is. I don't think Bernardo Silva's going to leave anyway.
Can we have him?
Bernardo Silva's only a year older than Grealish. So I think, to be honest, I don't dislike Grealish, but I just think he's not doing enough. And the thing is, like, our standards at City are very high. So it's like you cannot come into a team that are winning titles and then have poor performances. I think he's been okay this season. He's been better. And I know it takes a while for City players to settle in and XYZ. But I just don't think he's doing enough. And to be fair, he's had a few good performances when he's played on the opposite side to like a Foden or whoever else. But I think when he plays with Mahrez, it just doesn't work. And I know Pep tried to prove us wrong the other day by playing them and they linked up for a goal, but it's few and far between. So yeah, I wasn't his biggest fan before he joined, to be honest. I wasn't one of them Grealish lovers. But I gave him a chance when he came in. But yeah, if I had a choice to sign a Rafael Leao or keep Grealish, then I would sign Rafael Leao.
Yeah, you wouldn't sign Rafael Leao.
I don't think he'll go in the midfield. I think Foden will. I think Foden will eventually end up in midfield because he is a midfielder. But yeah, I think we'll replace Bernardo and Gundogan if they both leave. So yeah, I don't know who we're going to get. I can't tell you. Obviously, we've been linked with everyone that everyone else is linked with. Enzo, Jude, whatever. I don't see the club buying Enzo because we literally had him. We were looking at him and he was like 10 million. So I don't see the club going and spending 10 times what they were going to spend. I don't see it. I think they're more likely to go for like a Jude or someone like that. But again, it's going to be a battle, and City do not like signing players where they're in a race with other clubs. They don't like it. They want someone that they can go, here's your release clause, we'll have him. That's what they want. So it's probably not going to be any of them. It's probably going to be someone that we don't even know. It's not even on the radar. But we will see. We will see. So hopefully, we definitely need some signings. We still need fullbacks. I just don't know what's going on at this club. We've got Rico Lewis, who's our best one, and he's a child. So yeah, it's literally, I just don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing, honestly. And then like, I feel quite bad because everyone's slandering Calvin Phillips. And I don't think he's actually that bad. He can pass the ball. He's been okay. Obviously, it took Rodri long to settle in, so I'm not going to judge him too quickly because Rodri for me is the best, and it took him a while. But at the same time, I just don't think we've upgraded on Lavia. Like, we literally had Lavia there.
Yeah, that's true.
So
He
I
could have
don't
been
think
playing for you lot.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's a massive upgrade on Lavia. So for me, I would have just kept him. I get it from Lavia's point of view because he doesn't want to hold. Because if you think how young Rodri is, like Rodri's only like 26 or something, so it's like he knows he's not going to start ahead of Rodri. So it's quite a long time of being on the bench potentially.
That's
So
true.
I
So that's
understand
why
why he left.
Yeah.
But from a City point of view, I would have convinced him to stay.
Why did you demand? You lot could have just loaned him out, or even if you loan him out or you sell him with a buyback clause.
No, we have got a buyback clause.
Oh, you got a buyback. Oh, that's calm then. That makes sense.
40. It's set at 40 million.
That's
so.
calm then. That makes sense. That's good business by you lot then. Yeah, buyback
Yeah.
clause. Yeah.
They didn't want to sell him because he's one of our best academy. He won Academy Player of the Year, I think, the season before he left. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know how long Pep's gonna stay. Because he will have done 10 years if he extends by one more year. So
it's about time he leaves, man. I think he needs to bounce. It's over. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I don't think he'll go. I think he said he's got unfinished business. The unfinished business is clearly the Champions League.
Yeah, man.
If he wins the Champions League, he'll be gone. If he doesn't win the Champions League, he'll stay. So
tell him, man, you can't have everything, man. That's greed. You know what I'm saying?
I'll wait till you get what you want.
Yeah, man. Nah. Don't do all that.
You know what? That's what I was saying a while ago. Like, I want to win the Champions League, but I didn't want to win it yet because I wanted him to stay and win us more league titles. Because I think as much as people slander Pep and he gets called a fraud and everything else, like when Pep leaves, we just got to downgrade because there's no one that's currently better than Pep.
Yeah,
so
by the time you lot downgrade, you had your time in the
downgrade, and it's going to be a bit of a shock to some of our fans because the consistency of Pep goes under the radar. Like even like when we lose, sometimes I'm like, I feel like we lose all the time as a fan. And then we actually look at how many games City lose. We barely lose. Yeah. But a draw feels like a loss. And it's not that often that we lose, but it feels like a lot more than it is.
It's definitely not often enough. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Fucking deal. I'm tired
you
of you.
You don't lose often enough. You need to start losing now.
What do you mean? We've been crap for yonks. Let me have my little 6 months and that. You know what I'm saying?
You've won like 9 games in a row. You need to lose.
No. Let me have my time. You won 4 league titles in 5 years? Shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
It should have been 5 and 5.
No, you can't. You know what I'm saying? You've had a league title more recent than us. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I would kill to have one. Yeah, and what I can't remember ours. Well, actually, I lied. I can, but still, it's too long ago. It's 10 years. 10 years, a whole decade.
Yeah, but you got 13. You can still wait a bit.
No. We need 14 and 15 expeditiously and that. You know what I'm saying? Give me the Carabao Cup. I've said this. I'm on my knees. Pause.
Yeah, have the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, bring me the. I will be off. We win the Carabao Cup.
I need Forest or Southampton to win so they get the Conference League spot.
Nah, man. Season objective. Right, I thought we were going Conference Leagues, Lewis. Conference League games at the Bridge, Lewis, man. I was going to pull up, man. You know what I'm saying?
I would rather be physically sick than watch the Conference League. I'm a big real.
Do you know what? People in the comments saying Ten Hag, I think, because I said at the time it would either be Ten Hag or it would be Luis Enrique. But I actually think if you watch the way Spain were playing in the World Cup, I know they're a bit naive, they're a bit young, and obviously they went out earlier than they would have liked. But I think that I was watching it and it was literally Man City in red. So I actually think Luis Enrique would be probably the closest fit to Pep. And he's another one, Rodri at centre-back. So he clearly likes midfielders all over the pitch as well. So, yeah, I think that's who we will get when Pep leaves. And I don't even know. I don't know if Pep will swap directly with him because I don't know if Pep will manage Spain. But I think Pep will go international.
All right. That makes sense. Hey, like check. We're just under 50 of you lot locked in. Have we reached 40 likes? Hey, mods, members, or the subscribers, or the regulars, let me know how many likes we're on in the chat. Like check, people. Girls up to 40 likes. We're just not asking for much. Girls up to 40 likes. Leo Gunner says, don't you think Grealish will be better in the silver role in the middle of the pack? He doesn't suit the winger role at City.
Yeah, I don't think he's played in the midfield at City. I don't think he's done it. I'm sure Pep will try it. Pep's tried everything. He says he's got something special for the derby, which is not special for City fans. God knows what that is. Probably Edison up front, and someone said Edison up front and Haaland in goal.
There we go.
Probably, like, it would not surprise me. Yeah, I dread to see what that lineup is. I can't lie. I just want to see a normal lineup, even if we lose. Play a normal lineup, like, because I am tired of seeing 5 centre backs on the pitch, and I'm wondering where they're going, or 8 midfielders on the pitch, and it's like, where? It's not for me. It's not for me. So.
I hope he does. I hope Pep does a madness, man. We need them 3 points.
All they need to do is play the same team he played in the first game, but obviously put Rodri in there because we didn't have Rodri. That's all he needs to do. I would even probably start Grealish if he wants to start Grealish, but it has to be Grealish, Foden, and Haaland. It cannot be Mahrez, even though Mahrez is in form, but I would bring Mahrez on. I would start them.
All right, let's go there because I was going to ask you this question anyway. What team would you pick? So you're the manager. What is your 11? So don't hit me with the, I know what you're like, Jan. Don't hit me with the, I think Pep will do this. No. What does Jan City? You're the manager of Manchester City. What would you pick?
My favourite lineup, he barely played. It would actually be Foden on one side, Haaland up front, Alvarez on the other side. That's what I would like to see.
You play Alvarez from the left, Foden from the right, Haaland through the middle. Okay.
Yeah, or which either or. But I would say I probably wouldn't do that for the derby because it's going to be too open. So what I would say is I would go with the front three that worked against Man United in the first leg. And by the way, hasn't been selected since, apparently. That's the first only time they played. So, yeah, I'd go with Grealish. I would go with Foden. And I would go with Haaland up front. Right. Midfield kind of picks itself. De Bruyne, Rodri, Bernardo.
No Gundogan. Okay.
Well, Gundogan it's an interesting one because him and De Bruyne together have not worked that well this season. It's a bit of a weird, like, they work for the derby, obviously, but there's just something about the midfield. It's just not clicking. And I think Gundogan played the last game and he was struggling a little bit. So I would probably rest him. I'd bring him on if we need to control the game. So if we go 2-0 up, I would bring him on. But I think starting-wise, Bernardo Silva's not been great either, so it's quite hard. If they're all in form, it's obviously easier. And then back for Stones has to play. He has to. I know he's got a knock or something, but he's going to have to play. Diaz is injured, I think, so it'd have to be Stones and Laporte probably.
So you go Stones and Laporte, all right.
But I actually think Aki is just... I love Aki, innit? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know defensively because they're all shit. Rico, definitely Rico, because I don't know what's going on. And then Kyle Walker, you need his pace.
So wait, who would you play right back and left back then? Who's right back? Who's left back?
Oh shit!
Yeah, come on, Jan.
Salo, innit? Fuck's sake.
I'm asking the question. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to mediate and ask you the questions. I'm like, that don't make sense.
I don't know because of the defense. Cancelo at the moment is like playing with 10 men.
Yeah, he is bad. So you'd go Ake and Stones.
It's going to have to be Ake at left back, I think.
Okay.
Stones and Laporte, and then Walker. That's what. So
that's the team. Is that the team you would go with?
Walker, then he'd have to play Lewis.
So what team would you go with though? What's your back for?
Oh God,
that's the question.
I don't know. I think I would go with that. What I said. I think Aki at left back, even though not ideal.
Hey, big up to my G Saeed as well. Says Chelsea are finished and we love to see it. Love to see Saeed in the chat as
Saeed,
always,
man,
man.
come on, man. We don't need to do this, bro. I've
We do
been
need to do
saying this all season, bro. Come on, man.
Hey, Saeed, if you want the link, let me know, man. You know what I'm saying? We can expand this because it's ManDem United representatives.
Yeah,
You can come
you might
join
as
as well.
well.
So if you want Saeed, let me know. I'll send you the link. And he said, and Jan, you're going to hold it Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's sending shots at you. I think he said it.
Anyway.
I don't know. That was good.
Hey, you guys are just not clean-minded like me. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway.
That was on your mind first.
That was on your mind. None of us thought that. We were talking football. You know what I'm saying? That's you.
Yeah, whatever.
Of course.
Anyway.
If that's on your mind, then fairs, man.
Yeah, fairs. We don't judge here. You know what I'm saying? We don't judge Jan. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway.
We know you'd rather be somewhere else, clearly. But we move. Go on.
Like I was saying. Oh, yeah, Lennon Sweet said Cancelo's not played left back. He actually hasn't. He's been playing on the right. But, I mean, he's a right back naturally. But he's a better left back than he is right back. He's just confusing. It's confusing. I don't know. I've not even watched City as religiously as I normally watch them this season because I've been so busy. So I've literally been catching bits of the games. So I'm not an expert on City this season, to be fair. So I'm just kind of catching what I can. So yeah, I just think if you're going to go off who's on form, then Rico Lewis probably deserves to start. And I'd say Mahrez deserves to start. The rest of them, they're not really on form. But I would always play Rodri because Rodri is one of the
craziest part is you saying that Mahrez and Rico Lewis should start off form. And then when you pick your 11, you pick neither of them.
Yes, I think Mahrez. No. The only reason why I say that is because it worked so well last time. And the thing is you could always
to all the ManDem watching, yeah, you know what this is before you continue. You know what this is, ManDem. You see when you ask, you know what I'm saying, your woman where she wants to go to eat. This is the mental gymnastics she goes through. This is the mental gymnastics you go. You may be lucky enough to have the other half or someone you're seeing who isn't like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's straightforward. Because Jan just said off form, Rico Lewis and Mahrez should start, which I actually agree with. But then when she picked her 11, she did not pick Rico Lewis and she did not pick Riyad Mahrez. Make it make sense. Someone in the chat. I'm not the highest. Go on.
You've got to think though, the players that are going to be running at Rico Lewis are not easy. I'm not saying that he's not good enough because he is, but it's a big job to give a kid. Do you know what I mean? I think
absolutely. I agree.
Kyle Walker, you can see what he does for Man City and his recovery pace. Yeah, okay, he was terrible the other night, but he was playing centre back. Let's be honest, he's not centre back.
Facts.
So if he plays in his natural position, which is at right back, then I would always trust Walker against whoever plays out wide for Man United because I don't exactly know who's going to play where. But yeah, I would always trust him over Rico, even though I do rate Rico. But I think it's a lot of, in a derby as well, it's a lot of pressure for anyone. So yeah, I'd definitely go with Walker, even though he's not in great form. But who is, you know? I think Bernardo Silva, as terrible as he's been recently, he likes a big game. That, you know, them important games. De Bruyne is normally up for them as well, especially a derby. Foden's always up for a derby. Haaland will be up for it. So yeah, that's who I would go with. If he wants to start Mahrez, he can start Mahrez. I wouldn't be dead against that. It just can't be Grealish and Mahrez together. If he's going to start Grealish, start Foden. If you're going to start Mahrez, start Foden.
Why don't you like Grealish and Mahrez together?
I just think, and I know Pep's tried to prove me wrong, but it's just a bit slow because they're both not very quick. So with Foden, at least you've got a bit of pace. So yeah, I think it just sometimes it's a bit slow.
First, big up to Emmanuel. Good to see you back. He says, big up the ManDem. He says, Jan City has been a minute. You resurrected to hold this out. He said, I'm going to be a
you
bearable.
Chat so much. You beat us most years and it leads to absolutely fucking nothing. So
all right, chill.
You can hold that. That's what you mean.
I'm really not that confident like that. Like, am I confident we win? Yes, but I'm not saying we are going to win, and I'm not going to be telling Jan to hold
last
that.
season for the same fixture. Was it a draw or did we win?
No, you won 2-0.
That was 2-0.
It's when you didn't finish off Ollie, you scrubs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you lot could have finished the job off Ollie and you didn't finish off.
The job. Oh my god, that game could have been way more.
Yeah.
Do you know
shout
what?
out to Watford because they did the business.
Pep's
Yeah,
got
go on.
too much respect for Man United. I hate it. Mancini now, if Mancini was in a position to beat Man United 10-0, Mancini would have beat Man United 10-0. But Pep's a bit too nice. Like, how are you beating the team? And it's like, what was it? 6-1 at one point. And it's like, you 6-1 up, you've got a chance. We were on top of the game. Yeah, why would you take off your players so that Man United can redeem themselves? Yeah,
and we won the second half. Don't forget that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the thing. You basically won the second half because
we did win the second half.
To fuck about. Honestly, that game should have been. I was thinking at one point.
See that, Lewis? You drew the second half. Say that again, yeah. Say that again.
No, I was thinking at one point we could literally get double figures if Pep went for it and didn't go for it. And that really pissed me off, to be honest, because that felt like a once in a lifetime opportunity to do that. And we didn't go for it. That really annoyed me. And that's what I don't like about Pep sometimes. He's too respectful. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just like, sometimes you just got to kill a team off.
Yeah.
And
yeah, because as it was 6-1 and I'm watching that game, I looked up to make sure the sky was still there because I felt it felt like it was falling. I'm like, yo, this could be double figures.
Because that 6-1 was quite early in the second half. It felt like it was literally gonna. We had so much time to score more goals. Really
but big up to D. Our boy says any friend of Carefree Lewis is defo an OG, came here just to drop a like. Hey, salute to you, man. Big up, man. Much appreciated. Of course, man.
Big up, my guy.
Big up, man. Much appreciated. Eddie says Martial won the second by himself. He did. He won that second half.
Martial always turns up against City, though. Him and Rashford.
He does. Yeah, facts. Hopefully they turn up on Saturday. Are you working? Are you going to be watching?
Hopefully. I'm actually off on Saturday, which is not good.
Are you watching the game?
I'll watch in my bed, mate.
Yeah, I'm not saying no. I'm just asking if you're watching the game.
I wake up, to be honest.
See, she ain't a true City fan, man. She's not proper City. You know
no, I hate Derby Day. I hate it.
I know you do. I've seen you turn ghost on screen, like during.
Oh my god! Yeah, remember that game that we did the watch along, and we'd not even turned the game on yet, and we conceded a fucking penalty. 1-0 down before we even got started.
It was great. It was. But Lengen Sweet keeps saying this.
It was Gabriel Jesus. Like, how are you even there to be giving away a penalty? Like, what? I just don't know. I really don't.
But Lengen Sweet's been saying this, we're beating United 5-0. I don't see that happening whatsoever. I see when I can see happening, but not that. Big up this gruntle blogger as well, says Flawless. Big up yourself. Easy, and it's been a minute since I've seen you on this. Big up Lewis. Big up everybody in here. Big up this gruntle blogger. You'll see Jan over here often. She'll be over here. We'll do this show fortnightly, people. And there's over 50 of you lot locked in. Again, continue to get your questions in. Just keep them Manchester United, Manchester City, or Chelsea related. And let's bump up the likes as well, because the likes is way too low. We've gone over 40, now hit 50 people. Like Man said in the chat, like check. So yes, girls up to 50 likes, people. Mitesh says, you scared of Weghorst? I assume he can cause the centre-back problems with his strength. Yeah, thoughts on that, actually, Jan?
No, I'm not scared of no one. You know what? The deadest ballers tend to score against City, so if he's dead, I probably need to fear him a bit. But yeah, no, I agree with Diego. What Diego says, it is going to be end to end. I actually predicted a 3-2, hopefully 3-2 to City.
No, 3-2 to who?
No, hopefully to City, but it's going to be a 3-2 regardless. You reckon
it's going to be 3-2? You reckon it's going to be end to end? I don't see it being
end to end. It is. Even if we win or you win, it might even go 2-0. You know, like that, but I think it's gonna be a 3-2. There's gonna be goals in this because City's defense are not looking great. United, your defense actually looks all right, but I'm sure City will be fine.
Hey, put some respect. Our defense looks exceptional. Don't do that. Don't try to downplay our defense. No, you look.
6, how many more can you really hold?
Exceptional. No. That's because Varane wasn't on the pitch for the majority of them. With our first choice defense and no Casemiro.
He went off injured because he wanted to get out the game.
No, and no Casemiro. You know what I'm saying? Don't add that. He ain't João Felix. He wants to be in the game. You know what I'm saying? Don't do
Yeah.
that.
All
So
I
our
know
offense has been A1. You know
is
what
the
I'm
book
saying?
know what it's for.
We've
It's cool. We will see. We will see. We will see.
So
But
put some respect on our defense. But yeah, go
I
on.
think
Carry
people
on.
are kind of thinking too much into this game, really. Like people are literally like, if City would lose like this, and if United win, they've won the league, and it's just a bit too much, man.
Yeah, but you know how fans get
3
excited.
points out of what? How many points left is there?
It's like 57 or 54 or something like that. It's something crazy like that. This is good. Langan Sweet says Young and Flawless combined City and United as of right now. So we're saying on form. We're saying on form. Is this what this is? If we're going, so
yeah, but if we're going on form, we're not going to get any players in because we're not in form. It has to be the best players.
All right, Langan Sweet, since you asked the question, let us know the metrics of this. Me and Yam will do the combined 11. You know what I'm saying? But you got to let us know what it is. You're saying on form and we're saying ability, like let us know. And me and Yam will discuss this. All of a sudden, Yam don't want to do combined 11s no more. You're always itching in the past.
I hate doing, do you know what? With me, when I do combined 11s, everyone loves doing combined 11s with me because I'm not one of them people that's going to bend over backwards. Apart from Rodri, because Rodri gets in every team for me. But apart from him, it's one of them where it's like anyone else, I'm not bending over backwards to fight for them. If you want to put your goalkeeper over Edison, feel free. If you want to put your
centre, so we'll start. We'll say the Hale. All right back. Well, Wan-Bissaka's been playing well. Dalot hasn't really played too. But yeah, we'll go. All right, we'll throw in. He's been bad. Wait, Rico Lewis has been playing well though, right?
Yeah, Rico Lewis has been good. Yeah, he's been all right.
All right,
just because I've not been good. If you're going off form, I'd say Aki's probably been our best centre back at the moment.
So off form, we'll run with that. We'll give you Rico Lewis to be nice. Varane gets in. Martinez gets in. I'm saying he's been better than Aki. Definitely. Left back Luke Shaw. So we got 3 at the back 4. Don't you need this off form?
I can't even argue.
Yeah, you can't even argue. Hold that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? You sit there and be quiet. God. DM definitely Casemiro gets in 100%.
What? It's Rodrigo. He's the only one that's been good for City.
You mean Rodrigo who gave the ball away to the Everton player for Damari Gray to then go and score? That Rodri, yeah? That Rodrigo.
That Rodri that's second in the league. Thank you.
That Rodri. Oh, you flexing second in the league now? Is that how you thought? No, look at you. This is some scrubby behavior.
Second, so
Casemiro definitely gets in. You know what I'm saying? In that, it's Casemiro and Eriksen. Of course it is.
Yeah, Stones has been our best defender, but he's not even fit, is he?
Exactly, and he's been better than Varane. So we're going. Well, I'll be nice. We'll give you Edison in goal. So we'll give you Edison in goal. Rico Lewis right back. Why are you laughing at me? She's being nice. Edison in goal. Rico Lewis right back. Left backs Luke Shaw. Centre backs are Varane and Martinez. DMs.
What? You're not getting Varane in over there. Put Stones in if you're going to do that.
Varane's been in great form.
Take him out. Take one of them out. Pick which one you want to take out.
We're not taking out either World Cup winner.
John Stones is better than both. So
he's really not in it. No, this is form. This is form.
This is in form.
This is form.
Stones is still in form. Stones don't go out.
I'm saying how many clean sheets, whatever, man.
The best centre in Manchester.
Me and Jan ain't good. So me and Jan will do our separate one. So it's Edison and goal we agree on. Because we're just gonna argue about this for time.
Why? So when it was Casemiro, it was all fun and games. But when it's your boy Varane and he gets kicked to the curb,
he's not getting kicked to the curb. He might get kicked to the curb in yours. In mine, he makes it. But we agree on Edison and goal, right? Can we agree on that?
I don't really care, to be honest.
All right, so we'll go fuck you then. We'll go the hair and goal. So the hair and goal then. That's where we're going. Rico Lewis right back, yeah.
If you want. Who is your right back?
Well, Dalot, but Wan-Bissaka's actually played well because Dalot's been injured.
Definitely.
All right, we'll go David De Gea in goal. We're going Rico Lewis at right back. Left back, Luke Shaw. Centre backs, I'm going Martinez and Varane. Who's your centre back? Stones and Aki?
Yeah.
All right, see that. This is biased. All right, your midfield, I'm playing my double pivot. It's Casemiro, Eriksen.
Why, Rodrigo?
All right, so
yours has got to be in there because even though he's not been at his best, he's still better than everyone else.
All right, so you going Rodrigo, De Bruyne, and who else? Who else? So you even got nobody else. It's Casemiro, and you know it's Casemiro. You trying to hate? You know it's
Casemiro and Rodri.
Yeah, so you just bench Rodri then. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you do. None of that.
No, it's fantasy though. So you don't have to be cohesive unit. It's just
all right,
the best
put
player.
Casemiro in there then with Rodri.
Yeah. All right, so Casemiro, Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne in yours. Mine's Casemiro, Eriksen, and Kevin De Bruyne. Wide right. Who's been playing on wide right for you lot? I'm going Anthony.
Mahrez has been good, to be fair.
Mahrez has been good still. I'll go Mahrez. I agree
Probably
with you on
been
that.
one of our best players.
Cool. Left, I'll go
recently.
Rashford. Left, I'm going Rashford.
Yeah, left, I'd agree with Rashford.
And then up top, definitely without doubt, Weghorst. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about?
You could always go Martial.
Yeah, he's bad. Yeah, played. Yeah, it's Haaland. It's Haaland. And that. Yeah, Manuel, we went all DMs. We went 2 DMs and a 10. Again, it's fantasy and it's just
clear of Aki and Saltfish. What are you talking about?
No, he's not. You don't know he's not. You've clearly never had banging Aki and Saltfish. What's wrong
I
with
don't
you?
like Aki and Saltfish.
Yeah, of course, I'm saying Jamaican descent and don't like Aki and Saltfish. Weird.
Because I don't like fish. I don't eat
How
fish.
you not like fish?
I don't eat fish. I don't eat
What?
nothing out the sea.
How you don't eat seafood? Weirdo. I'm saying that.
Yeah, I can't
lie.
lie.
Oh god.
Yeah, you lot are weirdos in that.
Yeah, well done.
Nice chicken
You thought you were gonna slander me then, but then
I'm still gonna slander you. What do you mean? Like I'm still going to weirdo. You know what I'm saying? How you don't like seafood?
No, I don't eat fish, man. It's
How
not.
you don't like
I
fish?
can eat some fish, like salmon.
That's fish.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
fish.
I eat it, but literally, I don't like it. It's not something I would eat if I had a choice. But I can eat it. Like I'm not gonna die if I have salmon.
Yo,
I can eat hard tuna. That's it. That's it.
That is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Just said I don't eat fish, but I eat salmon.
My
You know what I'm
ancestors
saying?
don't like Aki and Saltfish either, man.
Nah, they do, man. You know what I'm saying? How you don't like seafood? This is crazy. Right, you lot get your final few questions in beforehand. How many likes we at 50? Mine's telling me 47, but it could be off. Let me know. And make sure you go subscribe to Lewis's channel as well. Carefree Lewis G. The link is underneath in the description. So make sure you go subscribe to Lewis.
Fish
You live tomorrow, Lewis?
How are you eating fish?
Oh yeah,
It's
we're
fish,
doing
right?
the fucking Fulham review.
Yeah. What time?
3, 3:30.
I will be there. You know what I'm saying? I will be there. Why are you laughing?
If you'd have won, Lewis, you wouldn't have been there. Still, you'd be asleep.
I've been there many a time when they've won, when they won the champs and all them things. There, I was there when they was in good form. I was
you were supporting Chelsea for them months or whatever.
I was not supporting Chelsea.
You were fully Chelsea in. You were going Chelsea.
I say that now anyway. Chelsea. I like the way it goes up and down.
Worst chant ever.
That chant slaps you. I hate Chelsea.
Amazing, bro. What do you mean?
No, someone said, "Have you heard the new João Felix chant?" And it was that.
Yeah, it was that Chelsea.
Oh,
Ram facts.
Portugal. He hates the Arsenal. João Felix.
That's fire.
Got to chant that for 60 minutes when a bozo got himself sent off.
Oh my god.
Oh my. Flawless be like, I'll be there. That's me. I'm here for everybody. I give a platform to everybody to vent their grievances and get things off their chest, whether you're a Chelsea fan, Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs, or whoever. That's what I'm here for. And people think, I'm mocking it and just running bants and jokes. That's not the case. I genuinely care for all apart from Ryan, I genuinely care for all the people who you see on this platform. Emmanuel says, Flawless, are we winning the Mickey Mouse Cup, stealing City's favorite trophy? Hey, I'm all for it. Yes, we need to win the Carabao Cup. I'm fully invested. If we win the Carabao Cup, I'll be over the moon. Yes, we should. And it's about time. It's needed. I said we should target that trophy from the start of the season, and I'll be over the moon because to me, that's our objective hit. And then everything else after that is just a bonus, like a FA Cup. Europa League, not so much. Like we should really target that because we need that not only to win a European trophy, but also get back into the Champions League. However, with how it is, we should finish top 4. If we don't finish top 4, something really went wrong. But then again, it's injuries, and we still need to bolster our squad. We still need another striker and another midfielder in this window because we're still too light. I'm saying that's what it is. Well, let's see. And yo, Ram, man, stop being stush, man, and get on Don Hassam's channel. This is what I'm talking about, Ram. He said, Thunder, I've had invites and slightly respond far too late. He ain't too happy with me. And this is what I'm talking about, Ram. You too Hollywood these days. We were boys on the terrace. And I hit up Ram and he hits me back 2-3 hours later or 72 hours later for a show. Yeah, man. And Ram's my guy. That hurts. And I like Ram. He's a Liverpool fan, so but yeah, Ram my guy. Surfer, what you doing, man? What's up? Talk to me.
Probably the Chelsea chant.
Why would you do that? That's I like the chant. And to Marcus, who says, how did I not get a notification? Sometimes YouTube won't notify you. That's why you have to go, and this ain't just to you, to everybody, go to each individual video and click the notification bell. Because for whatever reason, YouTube does not always notify you when we go live. But the upcoming live stream schedule's there. You should know when we're going live. We're supposed to go live earlier, but Jan was taking a sweet time doing stuff. So that's why we went live half an hour late. Isn't that right, Jan?
Don't act like it was not back half an hour by me.
It was half an hour by you. We're supposed to go live at midnight, and we went live at 12:30.
I was
That's half
on
an hour.
the stream at 11:45, by the way, and no one was there.
Oh my God,
I'm not lying.
lies.
When I told you I clicked on it still.
Yeah, sure. You know what I'm saying? She was not ready, people. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ram, you're my guy. Love.
And not rattled by United, trust me. You could beat us 21-0 and you'd still be below us. We're good.
Wow.
But yeah, anyway.
Wow. All right. Have we got any further questions before we close out? Hey, are we at 50 likes as well before we close out? Let's go on. And Manuel says, flawless. David has to get it when my boy is finally shining. You want to run your agenda. Give minus the Everton game. I give De Gea his props. He's impressed me this season. Fully impressed. Is it still an area we need to improve on in the summer or the summer after? Yes, I believe so. However, I like how he's played this season. I'm hearing talks about a wage cut, which is also good. But you have to move with the times. Like, De Gea isn't a modern day goalkeeper. That's just legit what it is. When you see what Alisson does, Edison does in terms of distribution, De Gea is just not it, even though he has improved this season. He has improved and been very, very good.
You know what? You don't realise what Edison does until Edison's not there, and then you look at the goalkeeping, you think, bloody hell.
You look at Ortega. What was he doing for that second goal?
I don't know. But to be honest, like, I just think he's not our number one. Do you know what I mean? And then you give him one centre-back, one natural centre-back. Like, it's just, you're setting him up to fail. Do you know what I mean? So I don't even blame him. Like, yeah, he was at fault for the second goal, but it's at that point, I would blame Pep for that performance, to be honest.
I'm big on my guy, Ram. 11 p.m. tomorrow, Q&A. 11 p.m. here on the YouTube. Q&A. So yeah, Ram, I'll send you the link.
Marcus, he can't have been a City fan. I was chatting my shit when City was shit. I didn't even care. I was chatting my shit in 2000, 1999, 1998. I didn't give a shit. Man United have been shit my whole life, even when they were good.
Yeah. I'm so glad you seen us.
You know what? I am so glad that Man City just came on top. Imagine if we were still shit and we'd be having these streams and I'd be saying, let's hope we can get out of the relegation zone. Nah, fuck all of that.
Wait, when have United been in the relegation zone?
No, not you. I'm saying City.
Oh, just in general. Oh, yeah.
That'd be great. Like how we were. Yeah. Not even like pre-2008, we were doing all right then, but like back in like 2002 when we were like up and down. Do you know what I mean? Like that would be hell. Yeah.
Ram, don't trust Flawless with that stupid smile. I just said he's jumping on. Ram, I'll send you the link tomorrow, man. 11 p.m. Q&A, people. That being said, what have we actually? I'll say at the end of the show what we got coming up. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Do you know what? That's true. What Lengen Sweet is saying about the Champions League, right?
If you win the Champions League, you don't care about the Prem first.
Well, obviously, if we win that, then it's it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I think Dax was saying it earlier because I did a video with him.
Shout out Dax.
The start of last season, and I was saying, like, he said that he was going to post the clip because I said that I thought City wouldn't win the Champions League last year and that Liverpool would get to the final and then lose. But I didn't know I predicted that until this season when I seen it back. I didn't know. I honestly didn't know that I predicted that. But I actually have been saying since we started streaming together that Man City would win the league this year, the Champions League this year. But I don't know. The way I see it as well is like, and I've also said quite a few times that we will probably win it when we're not as good. And I've always remained consistent. And we will probably win it when we least expect it. So, as much as everyone's laughing like Man City are not going to win the Champions League this year, I actually think it's probably one of our best chances because no one's looking at City like they're going to win it. But I don't know. I think from a personal point of view, with our defense the way it is at the moment, I don't see it. But it is one of them where it would be very Man City to go and be shit all season and then go win the Champions League. That would be like a Man City thing to do. So yeah, we will see. But yeah, the derby is really early. This is the thing.
Good.
You can you've still got half a season to go. So it's I don't think this is what some United fans think it is. It's not some
some people get gassed and get excited.
It's just not that. It's a game that whoever gets 3 points is 3 points better off at this stage. It's not yeah.
Emmanuel says, serious question. If Potter comes like 12th to 15th place, will he get sacked? Also, will it be because of the fans not giving him time or the new owner cutting? Question for you there, Lewis.
What was it?
Potter
comes from 12th to 15th place. No, Potter ain't getting sacked. As long as we get our 40 points, we're all good. 15 more left, people. 15 more left.
I knew people were going to come. Z, you're actually deluded about hijacking our transfers. Where did the Maguire and Fred transfer get you, really?
Hey, I thought you liked Fred. See how you lied to the people yesterday.
Fred, but he's not better than anyone we've got. Let's be honest. Let's talk about the transfers that we hijacked from you. Like, I swear you were interested in Aguero. What about Bernardo Silva, who was a Man United player?
See, Z, this is your fault, man. Why are you running your mouth? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, but the players that we've got from you are much better than the ones that you've got from us.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I don't think, and I didn't mean Man City, I don't mean it's normal for us to win the Champions League. I mean, Man City tend to do what you don't expect. So.
And to Eddie, who says, hey man, few things are too consistent, flawless, and his David De Gea agenda is one of them, LOL. I don't have a David De Gea agenda. I just don't rate him that highly. That's all it is. Because he said he's always hating on David, still talking about distribution of, as if it hasn't been good, the agendas must always agenda. I actually started and said he's been good this season, and his distribution.
Hopefully he holds with the six.
And his distribution has been good, but good is not good enough. How about it being great? That's the aim. When you compare his distribution to Alisson's or Edison's, it's terrible. He can't do what they can do. Even the what game was I watching? Oh, I can't even remember what game it was. It was when we played someone. It's Brighton, actually. I can't even remember. Was it Brighton? It might have been Brighton. And the goalkeeper pinged the ball to, I remember, I think it was last season, yeah. And their goalkeeper pinged the ball to their fullback and they ended up scoring. I don't know where our fullback was.
Yeah, De Gea ain't getting no assists.
Yeah, De Gea, that's my point. De Gea ain't getting no assists. And it sounds stupid saying that as a goalkeeper, but that's what everyone else does. I never see De Gea do that. I don't see De Gea pick anybody else. Has he been better this season? Yes. But is he great? I don't know.
Joe Hart used to be like that. When Joe Hart kicked the ball out, you just knew it was going to the opposition.
Yeah. Like, I want a goalkeeper who's great at distribution. He's good. He has been good this season, and hopefully he can improve. But I'm just not with it. We need to update. He's been better coming off his line and doing all the modern day goalkeeper things. I don't have no complaints. That's why I praised him. He's been one of our better players. But going forward,
Marcus, you beat Man City almost every season, and you go trophyless. So I don't understand how you beating us is going to make us go trophyless. That makes no sense.
You man, I'm feeling really sick. I'm gonna bounce, guys.
No stress, man. Yo, Lewis, get your rest. I'll catch you tomorrow, yeah, fam. All right, love every time, man. Big up. Big up. You know what I'm saying? And that is the end of the what's it called? Ballers at the Bridge representative. So we're gonna switch back. We switch back. See how we just do that expeditiously. We just switch back, people. Look at that transition. Beautiful. If Chelsea could transition like this, Lewis wouldn't sound so miserable, but we move. Yeah, go on, carry on, Jan. Langan Sweet, what was your question?
I think he said if City win only the Champions League, is how good a season is that? He said something like that.
All right, yeah. What, is he asking you or is he asking me? If City win the Champions League, that's an exceptional season. Oh, yeah, if City win the Champions League, that's an exceptional season. 100%. Any top team, you aim for the Champions League, and if you're in City's position, you aim for the Champions League and the Premier League. They're your two options.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're your two options, but the two you're looking at. I think one sec, keep going.
Yeah, the thing is with City is obviously like our aim is to win everything that we're in. We don't go into season saying we just want to win one. We go in trying to win everything. But yeah, I want to win the league. I actually want to three-peat the league. But we do need the Champions League. So we'll see. But yeah, I don't think that we will. I don't think we'll go trophyless. We don't usually go trophyless. I don't think we're that bad. But we will see. If we beat Arsenal in the FA Cup, we should really be winning the FA Cup. Even though we're not the best in that competition. The league, I think we can still win the league. I think if we flip the switch in the league in terms of our form, which we usually do every year, then I think we can win the league. The Champions League, I think with this defense, the way it is at the moment, I don't see it. But yeah, we will see. And City haven't spent the most money over the last 10 years. I think you'll find that that's Man United. And you haven't won the Champions League in that time either. So you are embarrassing and pathetic, even more so.
Peter, I would never air you, family. I legit just had to get on them quick. That's all. I would never air you. You family, don't do that. Don't do that, Peter. I would never air you, man. Love to my West Coast brother, Peter, every single time. I would never do that. Never ever. Oh yeah, Lewis. I mean, not Lewis. Peter, join if you want.
Yeah, he's saying he wants.
Yeah. I didn't even see this comment. Yeah, Peter, you signed in. Let me know if you're not signed in. I'll send you the link and you can jump and then I'll run this back and turn this into a freeway podcast rather than the two. And to Emmanuel who says we've won the league with the keepers West and De Gea. It's the rest of the team does their job and he does his job as a keeper and Edison, the midfielder, will be fine. Where have I said we can't win the league with De Gea? I'm saying I believe we can win the league with De Gea, but I believe we can improve on the area. I think we can win a league with Dalot playing, but I think we can improve on the area. I think we can win a league with Ericsson, but I believe we can improve on the area. I'm all about improvements. That's how I'm looking at it. That's where that comes from.
Chris in the comments, yeah. They've been getting away with murder. All the spotlight is on Man City, right? And I don't know why. Because I'm sorry, if we had Messi is the best player in the world, right? You've got Mbappe, who looks like he's the next best player in the world. And then, if that's not bad enough, you've got Neymar. And people are saying it's embarrassing if Man City don't win the Champions League when you've got a team. And bear in mind, it's not just that front three. They have a star-studded team. So PSG should be under all the pressure to win this Champions League, but they're not. I don't get it. I don't know how they get away with it.
And we're back, people. We're switching back. Before you continue, if we get to that, we're going to switch from GyalDem City meets ManDem United to now GyalDem City meets ManDem United beats Ballers at the Bridge, innit? We're back, people. We're back.
Hey, how are we doing? How are we doing?
Are you good? I
just want to take a second to show you niggas my dog. That's Finn.
Big up your dog. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, big up my parents' dog. Before we start, it was brought to my attention that Jan was in Southern California and didn't say a word to me.
I know. Do you know what? I'm coming back soon. I'm in Atlanta soon. Next.
Like bullshit aside, Jan, I wouldn't have been able to link you because I actually had shit to do last weekend, but I'm annoyed that you didn't tell me. Because I would have tried.
I need to come back because I left my ring in the restaurant.
Yeah, I looked that shit up. That's like a 90-minute drive to that place. I'm not pulling
it. Oh my god. You know what? My cousin's gonna get it. She lives 3 hours away, but she's gonna go and get it.
Where does she live?
Sandy. No. San Diego.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, we're probably like equally far. But yeah, Jan was in Southern California. She was at a Lakers game. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
I know, you should have come. It was good.
All right, well, I can't read your mind. I can't read your mind, so I'm not just going to be like, I think Jan's going to be at the Laker game. Let me go get a ticket. That's not how that works.
Yeah, that's what you should have done. You should have read my mind.
All right. So I guess, you know what? It is what it is. Next time, though.
You know what? I don't tell people when I'm there, you know, and then I'm just.
Because you don't want to see. She didn't want to see you. Well,
clearly, she didn't want to see me, which is fine. You know, I get the message. It's cool.
I would never be in Southern LA and not shout you. You know what I'm saying? I would never do that. Just putting that out there.
Like,
you know
that's the thing. I only live like an hour and a half away. Like, I could have made it work.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. I could have made it work.
Save your apologies in it. I could have driven down the PCH before everything started flooding like a motherfucker.
I know the rain was so bad. I got drenched.
See, it started raining when you showed up. That's all I'm gonna say. You brought the Manny weather with you.
Legit did, and then we had one good day, which was the Friday.
Yeah.
The Lakers day. That was a good
Yes,
day.
and that being said, Timo, yes, we will be doing the Lakers Mavs game. It's 3 a.m., right? So we still got an hour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
do.
So
We
that'll
still got
start
an
like
hour.
a few minutes past 3.
Yeah. I didn't do the Nets Celtics game, Timo, because I had to push this show back. So
Also,
that's why.
KD's not playing.
Yeah. I did hear that as well. It's just
KD like
Kyrie, isn't
sprained
it?
his MCL, so he's out for like a month at least.
Yeah, that sucks.
That being said, I'm watching the game right now. I'm not going to flip my phone to that because I don't want us to get copyrighted.
Let's go.
I respect the channel, but the Nets are actually, it's a tie game with like 3 minutes left in the third.
Chris, of course the Lakers
wait.
did lose. I was there. I have like an 100% win streak for the Lakers.
Well, you need to turn up more often then, because the Lakers been losing.
Yeah, but it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I've got work at 10, so it's just not happening.
Although all the small talk, all the catching up is good. Good to see you, my people. I haven't seen you for a few days. I'm not even going to pretend like I watched the game. I'm not going to pretend like I did.
Okay.
I was working, right? Because I was working, and then my girls had a game after. So this is my first time being home. Like, fuck it. Actually, I'm not even home at my parents' place. But like my first time sitting down all day. And we lost. But hey, like at least we scored. You know?
We did. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's true, because you haven't scored for a while. I forgot.
Hey, we now have 21 Premier League goals after 18 games.
Wow.
Let's go.
We are on pace to score 43 goals.
That's like Haaland's record.
Yeah.
Haaland's got 21 in 18 or something like that.
Yeah, so it's not looking great. But hey guys, it's fine. Our coach and our ownership share the same long-term vision, so it's fine. Right? It's cool. It's all good. I don't know why people are getting so upset about each and every Chelsea game now. I don't get it.
I expect you to beat Fulham though.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why? Fulham are 6, you know.
Why?
Fulham are, yeah.
I know they would, but I expected.
Their front three their 2 number 9s were Mount and Havertz. Why did you think they were going to win?
I don't know. Just they're going to win eventually.
Because you know why? You thinking that Chelsea and Chelsea and name.
Like,
their front,
so yeah, and here's the
Mount
thing.
and
Like,
Havertz.
yeah, and here's the thing. Like, we are going to win eventually. We're not going to go like 22 winless. Like, we're going to win eventually, but like, think about it. It's an away game. Everybody's pissed. Confidence is low. Fulham are in 7th. Like, we'll probably win on Sunday. I'll be honest with you. We'll probably win on Sunday. People will pretend it's the start of some new dawn, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, Havertz or Mount will score and shush the fans because they have no shame, right? And so, like, but then we'll go to Anfield and we'll be 3 down within like a half an hour.
Yeah, that's going to be it.
Like, I know Liverpool are also a meme, but like, you guys don't understand. Our club, like, between now and the end of the season, playing like this, I don't know how Potter survives another 22 games.
Jesus.
I will be completely honest with you. It looks hopeless to me. It looks hopeless. But again, he was given no mandates for the season. You know, everybody acted like, oh, there's a clear out, there's going to be a rebuild, all that stuff, which might be true. But my question to said people is, how are you going to try and demand anything in the short term when everybody is completely focused on the long term? Never mind, we don't actually know what the long-term plan is. People just use buzzwords like rebuild and revamp, and people throw money around and assume we're going to be able to sign every single player we want. We saw Fator rocking Enzo Fernandez wallpapers, right?
We did see.
Guys, am I wrong, or did I see Enzo Fernandez playing for Benfica like yesterday?
Oh, he said he's staying as well, right?
Yes. Remember Flawless?
He's only just
Remember Flawless when you had that Q&A? Is Enzo Fernandez going to Chelsea? And I said no.
Yeah. No, you did say no. Yeah, you had.
Remember? Yeah. Remember? Like, look, I don't want to go too crazy on this ownership group, but
it's not looking good at the start.
We have a fat version of Ed Woodward in charge of our club.
Wow.
Let me put it that way. Like, the worst thing in business is to not be able to, when you don't know what you don't know, that's dangerous. And to think you know things that you actually don't is even more dangerous, right? Like, at least with our previous manager, he knew he wasn't about recruiting players, didn't like that side of football. He liked to stick to coaching. The coach we have now seems like a pretty nice guy, pretty cool guy, good ideas, pretty smart dude. But like, for the role that he's being asked to play, the situation he stepped into, it almost appears as if it's very quickly become an untenable situation, right? I'm sure a lot of you consume Lewis's content. He talks about how we need to bin the squad off, all of this stuff, which I understand and I don't disagree with. But my problem is you're not going to fire everybody at the company and replace them tomorrow. You need them till at least the summer. Yeah, you need them till at least the summer, right? So you have to get some sort of cohesiveness and some sort of morale together to at least last until the summer.
Yeah.
Because that team looks like, you know how like Burnley would get to 40 points and their form would die?
Yeah.
That's what our team looks like. We look like we're on the beach in January.
Yeah.
We look like we're on the beach in January. We can't simulate the season until the summer. This is only in FIFA career mode. I wish we could. If you offered me 12th, no one has to go to the games anymore, and we can just forfeit enough to get to 40 points and a respectful exit to Dortmund and no major injuries, and you offered me 12th, I would take it.
Jesus.
Just like, what I don't want to happen is these bum niggas to put some form together and scrap for 7th. I would not tolerate it. I'm not losing my preseason tour so we can play CSKA Sofia on July 22nd in fucking Moldova. I'm sorry. Like, I will not tolerate that. So when we went 1-1, I was like, damn. That means we're within touching distance of 7th. When we got a red card, I was like, all right, João Felix red. That's kind of hilarious. But all right, whatever. I didn't see it. Crazy challenge, by the way. You can take the man out of Atletico Madrid, but you can't take Atletico Madrid out of the man. So, all right, fine, whatever. Got his 3-match ban. Well, whatever. And then we conceded to Carlos Vinicius, of all people.
Yeah, he did the Mbappe, yo.
Yeah, he did. He's the one who did the Mbappe when Spurs were playing Marine.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I do. Jess was talking about it.
They were playing fishermen and plumbers, and he did the fucking Mbappe celebration. That guy dunked on us.
Yep.
But hey, man, like, at least we scored. Like, I don't want to say it's fine because, like, it's very well not really fine. But in the grand scheme of things, I find all this talk about a rebuild when things are going well or when Potter came in funny because now everybody wants to melt down over every result. Like, guys, we're ass. We're going to wake up and be ass tomorrow. Even if we beat Palace on Sunday, we're still ass.
Yeah.
Like, I think the problem with Chelsea as well, and I've been saying this for a while, is with Chelsea, it's like the lack of creating chances. So it's like even today, like I didn't see the game, but I saw that it was Koulibaly that scored. So it's like he's still not a striker. He's still not an attacker. He's still a defender.
The best player got sent off at 57
rely
minutes.
on defenders to win you.
Hey, our best front player got a straight red, so like it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But like,
I
I was told the previous manager's system limited these players, and we would see fluid, free-flowing, attacking football from the same players that have gotten 2 previous coaches sacked.
Yeah.
Right. Say what you want about Lampard. These players kind of just said, fuck this guy. We're not doing this shit anymore. And then, like, say what you want about Thomas Tuchel and all you people had your GyalDem memes and all you fucking freaks wanted to disrespect the Champions League winning coach. But, like, guys, we scored 76 goals in the Premier League last year. We are on pace for 43.
Wow. 43. I think City have already scored 43.
We are on pace for 43. For any of you who didn't know, we have 5 goals less than Leicester City.
Wow.
Who were in 20th for a good portion
Let's
of the
see what the goal scoring are. So City have scored 45.
We scored 20.
Arsenal have scored 40. Spurs have scored 37. Liverpool 34. Newcastle 33. Brighton 32. Fulham 32. Brentford 30. United 27. Leicester 26. Leeds 25. Chelsea 21.
Oh, we scored 21. My bad, people.
Yeah.
My bad. We have 1 more goal than I gave us. My bad. A whopping 21 goals in 18 league fixtures. So, like, hey, guys, look, I know you're not going to delete the GyalDem tweets. I don't care if you do. Like, keep them up, whatever. Run the jokes. But, like, understand, at the very least, this problem is not a manager problem.
It's a player problem.
It is a player problem.
If it was you were playing really well and then creating loads of chances and stuff, and then Potter came in and you were doing what you're doing now, you could say it's the manager, but it's not really changed. If anything, it's just got a bit worse.
yeah, it doesn't look like what is the because we played 3-4-3 today. Fair enough, right?
Yeah, it was
Flawless,
about-
you did a watch along.
Mhm.
What was the major discernible difference between what you were watching today and what you were watching from Chelsea at the back end of last season?
No, to me, no difference. You know what I'm saying? In that, to me, I didn't see
Okay.
anything that makes me go, yeah, nothing. You know what I'm saying? In that, nothing. I do think you are a better side on the Tuchel, though. You are a better side on the Tuchel, 100%.
Oh, because
Like,
we were
you
more
ground
like,
out, you ground out results like
we
defensively.
were
you
more
had it.
solid and like consistent
That's
from a
what I
shape
say.
perspective.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. Defensively,
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
were,
yeah.
defensively,
Yes,
you were
we were.
better.
I agree with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
I
defensively,
agree with
you were
you.
better. I
I
forgot
was
about
told I was
Rudiger and
crazy
Christensen.
for not wanting the one thing holding our club together to get sacked
Yeah,
because
he
he
was
didn't agree with Fat Ed Woodward's vision for our football club.
He was the X factor. Like I said this the entire time. One thing,
Yes.
as bad as your attackers were, defensively you were sound last season. That's the one thing. You didn't
Like-
give up many chances.
Like you know how Kane and Son got all this hype for scoring 20 goals each and they finished fucking fourth.
Mhm.
We scored like 9 more goals than them last year. And all of our players are called shit and our manager was a terrorist. We scored 9 more goals than them last year in the league. We have something like 14 less, 16 less, some shit at the halfway mark. Like, my point is, guys, the devil you know oftentimes is better than the devil you don't. And so many Chelsea fans like to look at the previous regime and call for change. And change was needed. I agree with you. But change for the sake of change and change without an executable, rational plan with rational, logical, smart enough people behind it is dangerous, right? Roman kind of stayed out of the football stuff because he was just a fan. He wanted the team to win. Yeah, he was fucking crazy, would pull up in the helicopter and fire people, occasionally would sign players and force them on us. Kai Havertz, the latest example, by the way. That's a Roman Abramovich signing. That wasn't a Frank Lampard signing, any shit, but whatever. Roman's gone. But my point is, for the most part, Roman knew what he didn't know. And he left that to the people in charge. You could say he didn't delegate effectively, but we're having the same issue now. We had Todd Bowley all over the continent having fucking meals with Bartomeu while they're fucking dodging taxes and trying to launder money, talking about eating wonderful meals and nonsense. Meanwhile, both of our targets go to Barca. We didn't want to pay Rudiger $220K a week. They're paying Koulibaly $290K a week.
Jesus.
To play this trash.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I think
There's like, hey, like,
yeah,
look,
go on, Pio.
the decisions that were being made, the decisions that were made, they don't look like they're panning out, man. And like, we can blame the previous regime for all of this stuff, but eventually, there was $250 million spent in the summer.
There's a lot.
There was $250 million spent. Was it our fault that it was spent by the previous coach who was going to be unemployed by the time the clocks went back? No. Could they have made a decision earlier and given Graham Potter an actual summer and a real preseason? Oh, they could have.
Yeah,
but they didn't want to upset the fans. They didn't want the fans to get upset. Hey, guys, am I crazy or did I hear Thomas Tuchel chants when we were 4-0 down versus City?
Yeah,
3 days ago.
It was Thomas Tuchel chants today, I heard.
Hey, it almost sounds like the fans are upset, Flawless. Like, you can't be a coward when it comes to making big decisions. If you're going to make a large, unpopular decision, make it, come out and own it. Explain yourself, be concise. None of this 1,000 links to players, none of these stories about Graham Potter's emotional intelligence, none of this stuff throwing mud on Tuchel's name. I don't need fucking Simon Jordan or whatever from TalkSport talking about how outrageous the things Tuchel got sacked for were. My nigga, we don't care. We've won 1 game in 11. We don't care. No amount of mudslinging is going to cover up the fact that we've won 1 game in 11 and we look hopeless. And again, guys, we have 22 fixtures until the end of the season. 22. I would not be as concerned for Graham Potter's future if we only had 4 games left.
Okay, but the amount of games got you.
It's too long. It's too long to
continue like this. Yeah,
just stumble around in the darkness.
Yeah.
Because you see how fed up the fans are, right? They're not gonna go to the game against Palace and decide they're no longer pissed. Like, we're still pissed. You know what I mean? Like, there's a very real chance we get nailed to the cross again in 2 weekends at Anfield. There's a very real chance we hold another 4. Granted, we'll probably score a few because Liverpool center backs are shit and they're kind of bad. So like we might lose like 4-2 instead of 4-0. But like there's a very real chance we get destroyed. Like when we go to Dortmund, like there's a very real chance we get dunked on. And like these, like our fans are already fed up. It's going to get worse before it gets better. And until that is acknowledged by the people who actually get paid to make decisions at the club, then this stumbling around in the darkness and all these false promises of a rebuild and a revamp and some sort of project is just synonymous for just being shit. People, like football fans, think because Arsenal were shit for a while and now they're good, that every project mandates that you completely bottom out and become terrible.
Yeah, you don't have to go this bad. Yeah.
You can undergo a project while maintaining a sense of respectability. Okay.
Standard. There should be a certain standard.
You can be okay. United are okay. You're on a good run. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like cool, fair enough. People are gassed. I get it. You might win a trophy, all this stuff.
There's still levels for us to go, but we have a standard. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But like Ten Hag didn't have to lose 10 games in a row to like, all right, now we go up. Like he lost two. One of them was real bad. And he said, yo, this is bullshit. You guys are going to get me fired. You guys are out. You're in. Made some big calls. Europa League kind of boost the winning run. Like, fair enough, right? But like now you've got enough positive momentum behind you where people can get delusionally confident.
Yeah, facts. I understand the delusion. You know what I'm saying?
Like, but again, like this isn't the end goal. You know, people are starving for like happiness. I get it. So it's like, oh, we might win the Carabao Cup. This isn't the end goal, guys. This can be a goal along the way, but like you can see the club are kind of moving in a positive direction.
Yeah,
we are discussing the positive direction, but nothing is being done at all to kind of start heading that way. If the coach was given a blank slate for this season, why not make a couple big calls? Why not start trying to build something? Stumbling around in the darkness in the hopes that you're going to wake up one day with all the answers, that doesn't make sense. This isn't all going to magically fit together. That's just not how this is going to go. And until you try to put a lid on the shit happening in front of us, it's going to keep happening. Like, question for you two. Do you honestly think Graham Potter is safe in this job? Do you really?
I thought so, yes. But with the way it's going and the manner in which you are losing, it's not the losing games when I look at Chelsea. It's the performances that look bad.
We look hopeless.
You look like the players look like they're tired of the manager already. Then when you add in the fans chanting Tuchel's name, which I still don't understand because that doesn't help the current situation. So I thought,
hey man, fuck it.
But with the owner, we don't know because I thought the owner sacking Tuchel was crazy. So he could go one step further in a version of crazy and be like, all right, let me sack Potter. But the thing is, I think sacking Potter is even worse because then who do you go and get?
Hey man, I saw Pochettino link the other day. Just wait.
Oh, give me that Poch link, yo. Give me Poch. Just for Timo. That being said, let me just get to the super chats quick. He says, Jan, I lived in Surrey. He said, you will never go Surrey. And hello, everyone. Keep flooding my timeline, people. This guy legit just dropped a super chat just to talk to Jan, you know. But big up for the super chat regardless, Timo. You know what I'm saying? This guy a comedian. But yeah, Peter, final thoughts on what you stated there. And then Jan, me and you going to give our final predictions on the derby and then we'll close this show out. Don't forget, people, we're doing Lakers Mavs on the Twitch tonight, 3 a.m. But yeah, go on.
Final thoughts. I mean, I already said everything I needed to say on the Q&A.
Yes.
Black Diamond warned me in the summer. I didn't want to believe this guy was Fat Ed Woodward, but hey, man. He kind of is, and it's dangerous, yo. If I'm being honest, like, I tried to encourage you guys to not go to the game today. All you match goers, like, just stop going. Or like,
if it's not work, don't go. If it's not work, Lewis going, I understand.
Yeah, like,
it's work. I get it.
But hey, like, I don't know, man. I don't have the answers. I think they've handled every big call they've made since they come in incorrectly. So I have no reason to believe they're going to handle this current situation correctly.
First.
But I don't know. I'm not that pissed. I didn't watch. I was out there making money. Fuck that.
Yeah,
you think I'm gonna watch on Sunday? We play at 6 a.m. Get the fuck out of here. No shot.
There will be a watch along for that going on. Crystal Palace Chelsea on the Sarcasm City.
This guy wants to watch 10th versus 11th in the Premier League.
Man.
That's crazy.
Palace at home.
Yeah, Palace are at home. Yeah.
No. It's at Stamford Bridge.
Oh, is that at the bridge?
Oh yes, brother. This.
Oh, is that at the bridge? Because you played them
Oh,
February
the
4th as well.
booze.
You played them in a couple of weeks as well. At
Oh,
their
the
place.
booze, and we can
Yeah,
see
man.
midway through the
watch it,
first
man.
half is gonna be hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah,
if I'm
I'll
off,
watch
I
it on
might
September.
try and get a ticket for that, the home one. Go
Yeah, go
watch
pull
that.
up.
That'd be a
Go
good
pull up.
game.
Well, Jan, switching back lanes. Final prediction on the Manchester derby. Manchester United versus Manchester City this Saturday, 12:30 p.m. UK kickoff time. And there will be a watch along for it on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I think if Pep plays a normal team, then we should win. If Pep tries to fuck about, he's going to find out. And that's the long and short of it. So we will see.
All right, so it's all on Pep. Me, I've said it. I'll say it again. Obviously, it could change. My thoughts could change. Oh, yeah, you already played them away. My bad. I forgot. It's all the lineups. It could change, but I'm saying Manchester United 2-1 win. However, it could change on the lineups. But I'm looking forward to the game. See how Ten Hag approaches.
This guy said
I'm looking
Manchester
forward
United 2-1 win. You know,
Yeah,
that's
man.
crazy.
United 2-1 win. I'm going for it, man. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
man, my one
You know my
prediction for
flags?
this weekend: Holland
What?
will score in the first 10 minutes, and that will be hilarious.
Okay, we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be interesting.
You guys, you follow us.
Need
You
another
guys are
hat
getting.
trick, because that'd be nice.
Follow us.
No, we
You
don't
guys
need
are
that.
getting
Go on.
dunked on, man. It is what it is.
No, you
We're gonna
need
find
it,
out.
man.
We could. It could happen. I'm not
You
disputing
guys
that.
are.
It could happen.
This is what happened
But
before
we're
the
gonna
first
see.
one. The
Yeah, that was
irrational
it.
confidence kicked up to 10. I was seeing combined 11s with mostly United players. Like, all right, enough.
Yeah, that is
Enough.
but our fan base is always gonna do that. Any big fan base
Yeah.
is gonna do the irrational confidence thing.
But
I'm
like,
not confident going to this
no,
game yet.
I
Yeah,
don't.
United fans do it before every derby. We're gonna beat
Yeah, of
City.
course.
We're gonna beat
Of
City.
course.
Sometimes
If
it
you-
plays
No,
like
if you
it's
talk
not
to the
that.
right fans,
It's
they
not.
will go.
It's not we're gonna win. It's I think 6 of our players get into a combined 11. No, stop.
Well, we did one on form, and me and Jan disagreed on most of it, but we did one on form. Obviously, mine was mostly
Look,
United.
you guys
yours was
get
mostly City.
Casemiro,
you put 6
Rashford.
players in. You put his 6 players in. That's what he did.
You get
On
the
form, that's
midget
right.
Casemiro and Rashford. That's it.
He did as well.
On form, Casemiro gets on form. Ericsson gets in, of
Nah,
course.
man.
On form, Luke Shaw. What left back have they got?
I'm
That's been
sorry,
better
man.
now.
You can't have pacemakers like in the midfield when you're
You
like,
can
playing
know,
City.
innit?
No, man.
But
No,
form
man.
like
Bring
what
up
left back-
Mengen Sweet's comment, because that's
wait before we
exactly what
continue.
I meant.
What left back of theirs has been in better form than Luke Shaw?
I mean, like, I don't know.
Did
This
it on
is
form?
not.
That was the question. That was the question.
This is
asked. It was
haram,
on
man.
form.
This is
We
haram.
ain't talking about no. We ain't.
This is haram.
We're not talking ability because that wasn't the question that was asked. The question was form. On form, a lot of our players get in.
I mean, they have a right back playing left back. Like, it's tough.
Yeah, but that's on them. You know what I'm saying? I put Rico Lewis in mine. That was fair.
Hey, man, you try to slide in the light skin dons. I respect it.
I just meant to do with light skin dons. I respect it in it.
Cool though.
Rico Lewis, we put in. Who else got in? I was gonna put in Edison, but Jan said she don't care, so I said, all right, take him. Bruno got in. Haaland got in.
Hey,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
remember when we got Ferran Torres in the midway like team of the season?
That was fucking.
Oh my
that is
God,
haram.
that
That was
elite.
haram.
That was elite.
That was outrageous. Best striker in the league, Ferran Torres. You know, Timo
Yeah,
had the
all
Don't
that,
worry,
man.
Julian Alvarez is getting in this year. You wait.
All right, whatever in it. But yeah,
Give him
love to
alongside
everyone. Love
Haaland.
to everyone that's locked in. We're gonna close this out. You'll get
Now
this
you
show
waiting on the World
fortnightly.
Cup winner. Show some respect.
You show some respect to our 2 World Cup winners. Then how about that?
No.
Hey, whoa,
exactly.
whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
We're gonna
It's not
ignore Lautaro. We're gonna ignore. I said Lautaro, Lissandro, whatever his name is.
Lissandro,
We're gonna
yeah,
ignore
no,
Midget's
Lissandro.
contributions in the final, man.
Yeah,
He
you
did
can't
the
ignore
job
it.
Berry 2012.
After Mendy literally was.
You know what? You
the
can't
best
ignore
player.
that gold medal he's got. That cannot be ignored, innit? You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
this
Like,
is
that cannot be
shameless.
ignored.
You think I'd be flexing
Oh,
Andre
Mendy gave him
Shirley's
a
World
person.
Cup winners medal for Chelsea? This is so
I would.
fucking
If I was
shameless.
you, the way Chelsea are, yes, I would be flexing that if he was still
I
there.
promise you, in 2014, we did not flex that. We did not. I promise
Hey,
you,
we
we
got
did.
2 World Cup winners. That's all I'm saying. We might have more, but I know we got 2.
Hey, man,
definitely.
Arsenal had Mustafi. Did they flex that?
Yes, you find an Arsenal fan. Yes, yes.
Jesus.
Anyway,
Hell is
final
hot,
like
man.
check. Final like check, people. Final like check. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I think we're just under 60, which is 6. Subscribe. And don't forget, we're live in just over half an hour on the Twitch, people. Download the Twitch app. The link's underneath in the description. Download the app. Sign up for free. And then we're going to be watching LA Lakers versus Dallas Mavericks. I'll be there. Timo will be in the
Jan will
building.
be asleep
Not
6
sure
minutes
else.
in.
Jan won't be there. She going to sleep now. She ready to pass out now. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But
She's gonna pull up for the
90 Day
Lakers.
Fiancé, the best show ever.
She's gonna pull up for the Lakers, say she loves her team, and be asleep at the first media timeout in the first quarter.
Yeah, facts. And the Lakers will be down 10. Well, yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna get the
Hey,
show.
don't be jinxing my team. You know, my team do well when I watch them.
Do you know their record?
Yeah,
Fuck no.
it's good since I started.
Well, all right, okay. Whatever you gotta tell yourself. But this
When I
show's
was there,
fortnightly.
yeah,
people.
I was
Go on.
in LA for 3 days. Yeah, they had 2 games. They beat the Heat without LeBron, and then they beat the Hawks with LeBron. See that? That's me right there.
All right, that's you. Yeah, sure. Okay.
And it also
but
started
yeah,
raining when she showed up.
yeah, exactly. She brought the Manchester weather with her as well, innit?
Yeah, that was your tears because you knew Lakers were going to win 2 games in a week. So
I don't care about
My
the Lakers.
tears? You think I cry over the Lakers? Nah.
Oh yeah, you get this show fortnightly, people. So it's fortnightly on Thursday nights. Myself and Yan City talking both Manchester clubs, but then obviously in Sarcasm City fashion, we get dropping. So then the 2 podcasts become 3. Peter's here now. Lewis was here earlier.
Hey,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? We got here from the Chelsea.
Special announcement on Saturday, people. Tune in.
Oh yeah, special announcement on Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot.
man.
ManDem United meets Ballers at the Bridge. Meets Talking at Tottenham Talk is back.
Yup.
Saturday night, people is back.
Jazz and
But
I
let's-
will allegedly be there. Surfer will be there. Eleanor
Sarah
will be there.
I gotta try and find us. Oh, she be there. All right, that's calm. I'm good then in terms of representatives.
Hey, man.
But-
I'm gone for real. Are you kidding me?
Love to everybody who has locked in, and this has been the GyalDem City podcast meets the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube.